What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Captico, and we're back at again with another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the best updated build for Marksman Hunter in PvP. We will be going over the gear, the stats, the gems, and the enchants you should be running on this gear. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alrighty, we're going to start off with the Hunter talents. You're going to take 1 point into concussive shot for that daze and slow on enemies. And then you want 2 points into post haste for that disengage, so you get a 50% movement speed for 4 seconds. Then you definitely want to improve kill shot for the set bonus as well, because when you get a 4 set, your kill shot damage is increased by 8% in PvP. So you want that 25% extra crit damage on your kill shot. And then you're going to take 1 point into natural mending. So every 12 focus you spend reduces the remaining cooldown of exhilaration by 1 second. Then you're going to come over here and take counter shot, so you interrupt people. Obviously this is a must. I'm gonna come over here and take tar trap, which is a must, so you can root people and slow them. Then you want train shot to remove 1 rage effect and 1 magic effect from an enemy target. I'm gonna grab entrapment so that tar trap actually roots people. Then you want 2 points into improved traps, so you have 5 seconds off all your traps, so they become 25 seconds if they were a 30-second cooldown. Then you want survival of the fittest for that 40% damage reduction for 6 seconds. And then you want to take nature's endurance, so it's an additional 20%. Intimidation for that pet stun. Then you want scatter shot for that incapacitation. Then you want to take rejuvenating wind 2 points, so you increase your max health by 8%. And exhilaration also heals you for an additional 16% over 8 seconds. Then you're going to come over here and take camo, binding shackles. So rooted by binding shot, knocked back by a high explosive trap, incapacitated by scatter shot, or stunned by intimidation. Deal 10% less damage for 8 seconds after the effect ends. So say you scatter someone, scatter ends, they do 10% less damage for 8 seconds, but only to you. This does not apply to your teammates, which is, I mean, that'd be a nice little buff to this talent, but it's just for you. And in this meta, Marks Hunter dies pretty quickly. So I think this is a decent talent to run because you're usually the target, especially now in this meta. Then you want over here take Roar of Sack. Then you're going to put 2 points into Keen Eye, so you get that 4% crit strike chance increased by 4%. Then you want 2 points into Serrated Shots. So Service Sting and Bleed damage increased by 20%. This value is increased by 40% when the target is below 30% health, right? So this is really good as well, because it's going to work well with Master Marksman and also the Serpent Sting from your aim shot. So that's going to help as well, and it also helps with the bleed from Still Trap as well. And it's just a nice little buff because you want to grab Still Trap and take Still Trap so you can immobilize people. So it's really good against warriors and people that do not have like Tiger's Lust, like Windwalkers or warriors. So they have to be dispelled or just sit the whole trap, right? Death Chakras for that 10% increased damage. 100%. And then you want 2 points in Arctic Bola, so you can grab Explosive Shot. And then 2 points into Master Marksman because your aim shot got buffed and your rapid fire, so you're going to be critting more. And then you want to do as much damage as you can, and then you get a 15% bleed over 6 seconds, which is going to do super good with serrated shots, especially if they're below 30% health, right? It's going to do more damage. All right, we're going to move over to the Marksman. Going to start with aim shot, obviously. Crack shot, arcane shot, and chimera shot focus reduced by 20. Then you want rapid fire, and then you're going to come over here and take precise shots. So aim shot causes your next 1 to 2 arcane shots to do 75% damage, more damage. You're going to come over here and take lone wolf. You can start off without a pet. It depends. If you're not being focused, mostly you're the target as a marksman hunter, but say you're not being focused in a solo shuffle that much, you can start off without a pet, but then again, you don't have your stun or sack, so you have to be super careful. But if you're not being targeted, you're going to do a lot of damage with Lone Wolf. But the reason we're grabbing Lone Wolf is to grab Hunter's Knowledge to throw 1 point in here, so you increase your aim shot and rapid fire crit strike chance by 5%. So you can try running without a pet or not. I recommend not, especially if you're the target, but give it a try and see how it goes. But the reason we're doing this is to grab 1 point in this because of the buff to aim shot and rapid fire. You want to do as much damage with these 2 abilities as humanly possible. Then you're going to come over here and grab Streamline. Rapid fire damage is increased by 15%, and rapid fire also causes your next aim shot to cast 30% faster. This is a must. Then you want 2 points into killer accuracy. Kill shot crit strike chance increased by 20%. So with your 4 set bonus, you definitely want this because aim shot is going to be doing a lot of damage with the 4 set. It's only 8% in PvP, but it's still a really good chunk of damage. So you're going to put 2 points into careful aim. So you do 50% bonus damage to targets who are above 70% health with aim shot. It's a must. Then you want to come over here and grab surging shot. So rapid fire deals 35% increased damage, and aim shot has a 15% chance to reset the cooldown on rapid fire. 1 point into death blow. So aim shot has a 15% and rapid fire has a 25% chance to grant your next charge a kill shot and cause your next kill shot to be usable on the target regardless of their health. And then you're going to come over here and grab target practice. Arcane and multi-shot damage increased by 25%. You want that for arcane, obviously. Then you're going to come over here and grab focused aim. So aim shot and rapid fire damage increased by 10%. Anything that's increasing your aim shot and rapid fire damage is a must. And then you're going to come over here and grab razor fragments. So when you trick shot effect fades or is consumed, or after gaining death blow, your next kill shot will deal 50% increased damage and shred up to 5 targets near your kill shot target for 25% of damage dealt by kill shot over 6 seconds. 1 point in Deadeye, so you have 2 charges of kill shot, really good. Then you want 1 point into bursting shot, so you can knock people away, knock healers, line of sight, knock them into a trap if maybe you missed a trap. But it's pretty good utility that I think you need. Say you don't run this, you don't want to run this, you can throw another point into Hunter's Knowledge for more damage, but I don't recommend that. 1 point into Serpent Stalker's Trickery. You do this so you can grab lock and load, but it's just a nice little extra damage that you do because aim shot shoots a serpent sting every time you use it. Then you're gonna come over here and grab volley. So rain volley of arrows down over 6 seconds, dealing up to 65,000 physical damage an enemy in the area to gain the effects of trick shot for as long as volley is active. You really grabbing this because you have salvo obviously, but also is to grab true shot. And then you're gonna come over here and grab heavy ammo trick shots. Now ricochet to 2 fewer targets, but ricochet deals an additional 25% damage. We're just grabbing this so we can grab salvo. It's not too big of a deal, but if you can get trick shot into all 3 people, and let's say in solo shuffle, you can do an additional 25% more damage when it ricochets, right? Then you're gonna come over here and grab salvo. So you next multi-shot or volley, so it's always usually gonna be your volley, now applies explosive shot to up to 2 targets. You're doing this so it works well with explosive shot here, and it's going to be your main burst. And you're going to be able to do it every 45 seconds with deck chakrams, salvo, explosive shot, and volley. So you have a mini go every like 45 seconds. So that's pretty nice, right? Then you're going to grab true shot, obviously, that's your main burst. Then you want 2 points into Eagle Talon's True Focused. So true shot lasts longer and reduces the focus cost of arcane shot by 25%, reduces the focus cost of your aim shot by 25%. This is really good, but you also want it because you want unerring vision, so you stack up that crit strike chance and increase crit damage, stacking up to 10 times, so that's really good as well. The PvP talent, so you're going to run survival tactics. I think this is a must. So feign death dispels all harm from magical effects and reduces the damage taken by 90% for 1.5 seconds. You can do this to absorb chaos bolts. You can do it to absorb the hunt. You just got to time it properly, right? This is a must. Then you want chimeral sting, so you get that reduced movement speed, and you get a silence and 20% reduction damage and healing. You kind of want to create a focus macro for this, so you can focus chimeral sting the healer, and they won't notice maybe all the time, and they'll get silenced, and then maybe you can get a kill out of that, right? Because the healer is going to be silenced. And then the third talent, you can really run whatever you want, like True Shots Mastery, Tranquilizing Darts, consecutive concussive shot. So I don't really like this because you have to cast 3 freaking steady shots and have concussive shot on a person to get them to stun. But you can run this, Diamondize. The last talent doesn't really matter. I've been running sniper shot, so like I've been trying to get cooldowns like out of stealth and being close to the healer, so I can sniper shot, rapid fire, and then trap the healer or stun into trap. I've been trying those things to try to get some cooldowns in the beginning of the game without me having to burst and holding my burst longer. It's been helping, but this new meta is a little struggle because of augmentation and holy paladin buffs, and everything's so fucking tanky right now. And that's going to do it for the hunter talents and the marksman talents. I think this is a decent build. Obviously, you can play around with the talents. You can not run binding shackles and throw 2 points into born to be wild. So like, or you can now run Master's Marksman, take these 2 points out. Say games are lasting longer and you're being able to turtle. twice, which I don't see happening, especially in solo shuffle right now. But it could be, because I feel like the meta right now, a lot of people are super tanky with Og now and Holy Paladin. So hopefully, I believe Holy Paladin is going to get nerfed, but the meta right now is not great for Marksman because everything is so tanky and Marksman just isn't, and it just dies. So this build is to do as much damage as possible and to maybe not let the game go on as long as it needs to, because the longer the game goes on, I feel like Marksman is going to fade, right? And you're going to be mostly the target every time, especially in the melee cleaves. And let's say it's an Og and a Ret, they're probably going to go you, right? And Og just buffs everybody's damage, and it's pretty hard to beat right now. So I've been struggling. I dropped from 2006 to 1900, so I was getting a little tilted. But the meta right now is really tanky and not favoring marks whatsoever. But I think this is the best build right now for Marksman Hunter with all the changes that have been happening and with the Fraction of Time update. So hopefully you guys can try it out. I will have the link in the description for this build. But all right, let's get into the stats now for the gear. Alrighty, so I crafted the Flame Touch helmet, which is 450 in PvP. I did this so I can do Verse Mass. Mastery is your #1 priority as a Marksman Hunter right now. So over here, you're gonna grab the Verse Mass neck, and then you also want to put the Verse Mastery gems, all 3 gems on here. And then you're gonna come over here for your set bonus. You're gonna grab the shoulders. You're gonna grab the Haste Verse shoulders as one of your parts of your set bonus. And then you want to grab the Verse Mastery back, and then you want to throw Homebound Speed on this back. You want to enchant that. And then you're going to come over here and grab your second piece of your set. It's going to be your chest, and the reason you're grabbing your chest is because it gives 514 Mastery. And like I said, Mastery is your #1 friend as a Marks Hunter. And then you're going to throw Accelerated Agility on your chest, the Verse Mass wrist, and then throw 200 speed on them. And then when you be able to gem them, you're going to gem at 88 Mastery, okay? And then obviously you want the Verse Mass bow, and you're going to throw high intensity thermal scanner, so you have a chance to proc Mastery. It's usually Mastery, so you proc like 1800 Mastery, so that's really good. You want that on your bow. And then you're going to come over here and grab the Crit Haste hands. Now, the reason you're grabbing this, I think the head is Crit Verse, so I think Haste is obviously better than Crit right now for Marksman Hunter. But like I said, Mastery is your #1 priority. So you can grab the hands here, and then you're going to grab these Haste Verse belt, and then you're going to enchant it with the Shadow Belt clasp, which increases your stamina, right? And then you're going to come over here and grab for your last set bonus, you're going to grab the pants, and then you're going to enchant it with 177 agility and 131 stamina. And it will complete your set bonus, and it's Verse Mass. So this is the best piece for your set bonus is your legs, so you want a Verse Mass. And then you're going to come over here and craft the Furious Boots of Reprieve, and then you're going to throw Haste Verse on them and throw Plain Runner's Breeze as the enchant, and then you're going to equip it with successfully applying Loss of Control effect to an enemy, interrupting the enemy, or dispelling any target. Increases your primary stat by 510 for 10 seconds. May only occur every 30 seconds. So that's what you're going to do for these boots. And then you want the Verse Mass ring for your conquest, and then you're going to enchant it with 82 Mastery and gem it with 88 Mastery when you can. And then you obviously want Mastery, and you can craft a Mastery Verse ring. I forget what it's called. Titanic, I think. Something Titanic. You can craft that. I just haven't done it yet, but you would want to craft that ring. And then you want to enchant it with 82 Mastery and gem it with Mastery as well. So if you can run double Mastery rings, that's what I recommend you do. You craft a Titanic one when you are able to, right? And then you're going to come over here and grab the Obsidian Gladiator's Insignia Trinket, which gives you 553 haste. You can try running the On-Use Trinket, which also gives you crit. I haven't used it yet because I just haven't had enough conquests, because I just literally got full gear this week. And then obviously you're going to grab the regular trinket. So that's going to do it for the gear and enchants and what stats you should have on the gear. So you want to focus on your Mastery being your #1 priority. Mastery and Verse, right? You want to be over 30% Verse, even more than Verse. More than 30% Verse, because it increases your damage and reduces your damage taken. And then you want the Mastery because it increases your range, and it also increases all abilities, like all your damage abilities increases. That's what Mastery does. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the updated build. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, but I will have the import to the talents in the description. I'm gonna appreciate you if you like the video, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate y'all. Peace.